Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Thank you for joining me for this video. And in this video, we're going to be discussing Vernon Davis as he is looking to launch his acting career, in which he hopes will overshadow and make people ultimately forget that he even played football to begin with. So he's going to have some incredible acting skills to make that happen. But I'll go on to cover what's being discussed here in this article. And so it goes on to discuss how former NFL tight end Vernon Davis, he doesn't want to be known as a former NFL tight end as the former NFL tight end Vernon Davis anymore, but he wants to be known as a current actor Vernon Davis. So certainly understand that, the athlete inside of him, he wants to continue to be competitive. And so he's looking at this new career as an opportunity for him to create a new name for himself. He doesn't want to be referred to as, just a former football player, but he wants his acting skills to do the talking for him. So he's really going to have to go out there and impress, because he had a very good career. In the NFL, the two-time NFL Pro Bowler at the tight end position. He spent 10 years with the San Francisco 49ers. They ultimately were the team that drafted him out of Maryland, and he had a good amount of success with them. In a total of 136 games in which he started out of 139 games that he suited up for, he had 441 receptions for 5,640 yards with the San Francisco 49ers, along with 55 touchdowns. And after that, he would spend 4 years with the Washington football team. He would suit up for 50 games, start 39 games, and he would have 122 receptions for 1,721 yards and 8 receiving touchdowns. He also spent 1 year at the Broncos as well. So he had one heck of an incredible career at the tight end position, being able to make Pro Bowls and have a true impact, especially during his time with the 49ers and Washington football team. And so he says, he recently explained that he hopes his acting career will eventually make people forget that he played football. He says, over time, I'll probably show up in so many projects that people will get used to seeing me as an actor and forget about me as a player. And so Davis told Kime in a recent podcast, he said, I think about watching Terry Crews and The Rock. You see them and you don't think of them as athletes because you see them in so many different projects. He said that'll probably happen with me. Bold of him to say that. Not saying that it can't happen, but I feel like, obviously with the career that we've all seen Vernon Davis have, it's going to be pretty tough to forget that he played football. But, hey, he's aiming for some good company there. If he's able to pull that off, that would be absolutely amazing. He says it won't be easy, but Davis, the former top 10 pick of the 49ers in 2006, spent 14 seasons in the NFL, played in 2 Super Bowls, had a much longer and more successful football career than Crews or Dwayne Johnson. That's absolutely true. That's what I was thinking to myself earlier. I was like, his NFL career, he's had a pretty successful one already. These guys, they don't get me wrong, they had talent, as athletes, but, their acting career was able to overshadow that because not very many people knew who they were prior to that. But obviously Vernon Davis, that's a household name that pretty much anyone who's been watching football over the last like 2 decades, they would recognize Vernon Davis's name. But with that being said, he understands it's not going to be easy. He said he's off to a good start. He has acted in 5 movies and 3 others will begin shooting soon. And he's definitely not lacking in a key quality for success in that field: confidence. And so he certainly does have that confidence. And he said, I would love to do some of the same thing The Rock is doing. Davis says, I like his work ethic. And he says, I know what I'm doing and where I want to be. I can see it. So starting in 2022, you'll be able to see Davis in multiple films. Then we'll all see where it goes from there. And that covers what's being stated in that article. So certainly, yeah, I certainly hope that he's able to accomplish this. It's great to see former NFL players be able to do stuff that they're actually passionate about, outside of football when it's all said and done, So I'm happy to see Vernon Davis with this opportunity, and it seems like he's making the most of this opportunity. And I sure can't wait to see what movies they're going to have him in and just, see for myself how great he is at this and certainly excited to see that. But with that being said, thank you so much for joining me for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoy bringing this stuff to your attention. So I hope that this, is something that you guys enjoy. And as always, I look forward to seeing you guys next time. So take care.